Right, here we go, buddy boys. A little more Dawn of War 3 Orcs info. Let's check it out. We got Gorguts, Ed Hunter, cunning, greedy, brutal, in equal measure. Gorguts has collected an array of skulls to adorn his armor. That's right. And now we know that he is yellow, and so he has joined the Bad Moons. But what's interesting is his power claw is now a chain power claw, and it's probably the size of him. It's pretty ridiculous. So I was looking over the abilities tab here of Gorguts, and we have a little preview for each one. So if here on the left, we can see the grappling claw in effect, and looks like Gorgut is able to close the distance with this thing, and it looks like it stuns units, whatever that red symbol is. Maybe it's a form of suppression, but it looks like a stun to me. I'm guessing it does AoE damage based on the way his attack animations are going. The description says Gorguts fires his claw at the target location, pulling himself to the position or the first enemy that it intercepts and forcing them to attack him. So it's kind of like a taunt, looks like. Now, that could be damn useful if you're trying to counter melee, you know what I mean? So let's say some banshees jump in on you and you need them get them off your shooters. Boom, you just jump in with the claw and cancel that attack, at least for a few seconds, if I understand this correctly. The stun itself is useful. And the fact that you can close the distance, well, you gotta love that on a melee unit. Sounds good. Looks good to me. All right, the next ability we got is the Spinning Claw. Claw. Gorguts extends his claw, spinning it around and absorbing enemy fire. Enemies inside this area take damage and are slowed. Gorguts can then slam the claw down, pulling, taunting, and damaging enemies. Looks pretty dope. Looks a lot like kind of like what Gabriel has in the reflection, but it's a little different. It's a little different. I like it. All right, and finally his last ability called Dirty Fighting. In melee combat, Gorguts crushes opponents with his claw, doing damage and reducing their damage output. Every six blow triggers a critical strike, doing additional damage in a line. Looks pretty dope, and he's gonna be scary. That power claw is just so funny, man. It's like the size of him. I love it. Damn right. So what do you guys think? Here we are. You got some little still frames of some of the orcs looking pretty dope. I love how colorful and animated they are, honestly. Like in past games they have made the characters very static, and now they're very animated here. I kind of love it. It looks really, really cool to me. I'm hoping that the orcs remain how they are, but some of the movements of the Space Marines and the Eldar are toned down as far as they seem too happy to be walking around. The orcs, I can totally understand why they're comical and funny and stuff like that. But doesn't matter what I think. Let's see how the relic does. What do you guys think? You like how the orcs look? You like what Gorguts is bringing to the table? Are you hoping the Space Marines, Tau, Necron? I'm really interested if they bring the Necron and the Turn in this game. The Tyrannid and Dawn of War 2, I love them too. I love their swarmy nature, and I think it would be great for them to show up here, give the Orcs and the Space Marines a run for their money. All right, guys. Bat Pimp out.